What is the food really like on a Carnival Cruise buffet? Ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna break all the rules here. We're gonna start off with dessert. This is a special chocolate buffet that they had on the Pride. I don't know if they do this all the time, but I hope they do. It was so good. Always wanted to go to a chocolate buffet. You saw that chocolate fountain back there. You can dip fruit in there, you can dip bread in there. They have these cakes that were so good. I mean, usually cruise ship cakes are kind of lacking. These were like the cakes you get at a professional bakery. Just look at those. What is that, turtle chocolate layer cake? These cakes were so thick. The frosting was so good. I can't even really describe it. I will tell you that I got a sugar rush so bad because I had like 3 pieces of cake that it lasted the whole day. It made me not sleep good. I think it was worth it though, because man, those were really, really good cakes. It was nice to have such quality desserts on a cruise ship. Okay, we're gonna move right into breakfast. Here are some fruits. They have fresh pears, fresh apples, oranges. Then they had the same kind of things sliced. We've got nice fresh sliced oranges there. They were really good. That grapefruit, that sliced grapefruit, it was like some of the sweetest grapefruit I've ever had. Honeydew melons and cantaloupe there. And then some canned peaches. You know what? They're tasty. Why not? All right, moving on, we have the meat and cheese area of the buffet right here. They had a pretty good selection of meat and cheeses. Wasn't anything super special, but kind of that European breakfast feel here. And I enjoyed it on a couple of occasions. It was pretty good. Of course, they had some tomato, cucumber, lettuce there if you kind of wanted to make it into a salad. They had impressive yogurt choices. They had raspberry and banana, plain yogurt, strawberry yogurt. Kind of, if you like yogurt for breakfast, which my wife does, it was really great for her. She had a good variety. Some milk there if you like to have milk in the mornings. And now we are going to move into the good stuff here. That is a big pan of bacon. There actually isn't bacon every day. There is some kind of a bacon shortage going on, but it's there a lot of the time. There is a vat of oatmeal if you like to go for oatmeal in the morning. And of course, all your eggs. You've got hard-boiled eggs, scrambled eggs, eggs Benedict. Some days they had ham Benedict. Some days they had salmon Benedict. Some days they had lobster Benedict. Actually, that was only one day and it was hard to get. There was some ham and hash browns there. Some pancakes that were honestly terrible. They were cold and chewy. I would not recommend the pancakes. Baked beans. Who eats baked beans for breakfast? I guess some people. Next to that were some grits, that big vat of maple syrup there. They had peanut butter. I think it's homemade peanut butter and cream cheese next door there. Toppings for your pancakes or your oatmeal. Pretty decent breakfast buffet. I definitely enjoyed it. Okay, they had a separate section on the Pride for pastries. These look really good, right? They were a little disappointing to me. The pastries were kind of the flaky pastry. It wasn't like a donut style pastry. It was okay. It's not like it tasted bad. It was just a little disappointing. The sticky buns were okay. They were pretty good. And then there was some sweet bread there. Pastries in general, though, I will say I was a little bit disappointed in. These are the breakfast cereals. We all know what these are. You know what? I don't know why you would eat breakfast cereal. They're pretty unhealthy. If you're going to go unhealthy, you might as well get some of the bacon and eggs. I don't know. There's the coffee bar if you like to have coffee in the morning, like most people. And here is the omelet station. You could get bacon, you could get ham, you could get vegetables, you could just get plain, you could get cheese. It's a pretty good omelet station. We are taking off and we're going to move right into lunchtime. They did, of course, have the buffet line at the Carvery for lunchtime. They had the same kind of things that they had at dinner time, the meat, pastas and potatoes, but what we really enjoyed at lunchtime was Guy's Burgers and some of the side restaurants that you could go to that are included in the price of your cruise. Those burgers are so good. This is really sweet. This is Chopsticks. It is a Chinese place, and on every sea day of our cruise, they had Chopsticks open for lunch, a buffet where you could get sweet and sour chicken and fried rice, those kind of things. Here's the Blue Iguana. If you've ever been on a Carnival ship, you know about Blue Iguana. It's a lot like Chipotle, except maybe even a little bit better. This is the deli. So popular on this cruise. There was always a huge line. That lady was always making the fresh sandwiches. They were tasty. All right, getting off the elevator, we're heading into the main event here. We're going to the dinner buffet. I don't know about you guys, but I'm hungry. Let's get in line for the buffet. Got to make our way through the beverage station here. Always a popular place. People filling up their coffee, their tea, lemonade, iced tea. There's a hot chocolate machine here. Got to get your drinks. All right, we got to start off at the salad bar and kind of get our nutrition in here, right? So they had your basic salads. These pre-made salads, they look pretty good, right? I gotta tell you, pepperoni salad, that sounds really delicious. Every time I tried one of these, I was really disappointed. They didn't have a lot of flavor. Tasted kind of like they'd been sitting out for a long time, so I wouldn't recommend the pre-made salads, but coming up here, you will see a good alternative to it. This is basically the same meat display that they had at the breakfast buffet. You can see they did have smoked salmon. That stuff was actually really good. It's not something I eat very often, so I tried it. Pretty tasty. There is a nice assortment of salad dressings. They weren't the best salad dressings I've ever had, but they did the job. Now this is what I was talking about. This is just this amazing array of such a diverse amount and quantity of different toppings you can put on your salad. I don't know if I've ever seen this many options of toppings to put on your salad. I can't even really name all the things in here. There was quinoa, there was corn, some cucumbers there, some tomatoes. They had your normal things, but they also had some pretty abnormal things. It was fun to make a salad. You could really make your own salad in the salad bar taste just the way you want. All right, let's head over to the main course. They always started off with some bread. This ship had some of the best bread I've had on a cruise ship, usually very fresh. I'm pretty sure they made it on the ship. The smoked poblano and corn soup was definitely tasty, not a bad soup at all. Seemed like they always had rice right in the beginning if you wanted to start with that on your plate. Linguine and clams today. That was okay. The sauce was a little bit weak on it though, I'm not gonna lie. Some fried Mississippi catfish. I don't think I tried that. I bet it was tasty though. Chicken parmesan. I did have some of that and it was good. There's some pepper steak. I don't know if I tried that. It looks tasty though. It did have some of those ribs. Oh my gosh, I love ribs, and those were really, really good. Get the ribs if you find yourself on the Pride. Roasted artichoke and potato cheesecake. Interesting, right? Cheesecake for your dinner. It was actually really, really tasty. Had a nice creamy taste to it. I would for sure recommend that. Next door to that, we have some stuffed fried mushrooms. Those were also really good. Hard to screw up something that's deep fried, and certainly that is no exception. It was tasty. Hey, do you see that stuff in the back there? It's kind of got the lumps in it. It's behind the gravy. That's actually breading. Pretty interesting. I've never had breading like that before. The turkey here was pretty good with a little bit of gravy on it. And of course, you got to have some cranberries with your turkey, kind of like Thanksgiving. And here are more of those pre-made salads. They had them every night at dinner. Once again, they looked like they'd be really good. Just kind of disappointing every time I tried them, so at some point I just stopped eating them. The potato salad, I will say, is an exception. It was pretty good potato salad. All right, we're going to go through another buffet line here from a different night on the cruise. I wanted to give you guys a little bit more of the variety that the ship had. Of course, we're starting off with that bread, really tasty bread. This is actually broccoli soup. Sounds kind of boring, right? That was actually really, really tasty soup. I'd recommend it despite the kind of off-putting green color. Of course, starting off with some rice. I got some pasta next door and some salmon next door to that. Farfalle with smoked turkey. Coq au vin chicken dish there and honey basted salmon. Both of those look really good. I didn't get into those, but I bet they were tasty. All right, the Frito miso de mar, some battered seafood. It's deep fried. I'm sure that was really good. Those are some baked vegetable princess, basically puff pastry with vegetables. And a classic baked potato. Put some broccoli on there, some cheese. There's some roast beef you could get sliced and put on the side. I actually did have some of that. It was pretty good. A little dry, but pretty good. There's some toppings for that baked potato, some butter, and once again, our pre-made salads that sound like they're going to be amazing, but just kind of leave you disappointed when you finally bite into it. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. We're going to wrap up the ultimate buffet food tour on the Carnival Pride. Overall, I would say the Pride is one of my favorite food experiences on a Carnival ship. Carnival doesn't in general have the best buffets of all the cruise lines, but I will say on the Pride in particular, I was impressed with the quality and the selection of the buffet foods. I actually really enjoyed it. Hey, if you guys enjoyed this video, why not hit that like button? Why not hit that subscribe button so you get all the awesome cruising content that we put out?